Hi there, welcome back to all about the Canon XA40 on YouTube. This is Daniel Rosehill. I set up this YouTube channel to upload demo footage, user manual walkthroughs, and pretty much everything about the Canon XA40 Pro camcorder, which for the last few years has kind of been the baseline in terms of 4K capable Pro camcorders from Canon, and the XA series specifically has this very cool small form factor that takes the big beefy ENG professional camcorder form factor with your big shotgun audio top handle and puts it into a small enough package that you can fit this into a backpack, and amazing camera for running gun. Anyway, before I get distracted talking about the XA40, the purpose of this video is to demonstrate what 3.5mm wireless audio can sound like using this camcorder. Now, this is not something I actually use. I always use personally XLR, and I'll just add in the reason I do that because it might be relevant. Personally, I love the Pro Audio top handle, so I either use a XLR shotgun microphone, or for wireless stuff I actually use a wireless XLR system. There's an XLR receiver, and that allows me to just control the gains. If I don't want to use automatic gain control, I can control the gains physically all from the top handle. Whereas if you plug in a 3.5mm microphone, which is what I'm doing now, to the 3.5mm port, you of course can adjust. You can go between automatic gain control and manual gain control, but you're going to have to go fishing around on the screen, and for me that takes away a lot of the utility of the camcorder. Everything has buttons on a camcorder. So anyway, this what I'm currently speaking into is the Maono AUWM800. Now, this is not a Rode Wireless Go killer. This is a budget 3.5mm wireless system that I picked up when I was just getting started with this videography stuff, and it's not great. I'm not sure whether it's the quality. Now, what you're listening to, I'm going to connect a if I can get it here. I'm currently just speaking into the transmitter, and I'm at a distance of probably 1 meter from the camcorder, so it's not a long wireless reach. I'm going to go ahead now and plug in a little 3.5mm lav mic, because it does support external 3.5mm in, and you can see if there's any difference. Now, as I was saying, it's firstly not a great wireless system. That might be the first reason the sound quality isn't terrific. Secondly, the microphone is probably not tremendous, but you can be the judge. Now, just to show you guys, I'm going to actually edit on the fly here, edit these parameters on the fly. I'm going to go now between manual and automatic gain control on this system. So what you're currently listening to is 3.5mm audio, and it's automatic gain control. I'm not going to edit the sound in post-production so that you can hear exactly what this sounds like. So I'm going to stop speaking for a few seconds so that you can hear the noise floor. And looking at those levels on the screen, it's pretty noisy. Now, just one quick word. I'm not scripting this video, so it's a little bit jumbled up, but bear with me for a second. It's generally recommended to always use manual levels if you're using a 3.5mm microphone on these Canon camcorders. I don't know why. For XLR, it seems to be able to work relatively okay with automatic gain control, and you just can't get away with it when you're using 3.5mm. Okay, so that aside, so let me jump now. What I'm going to do is actually connect the 3.5mm lav. I'm just going to pop this guy in, and then I'm going to go over and do a demo of automatic levels versus manual levels on the 3.5mm wireless system. So let's pop this guy in. And now the audio should be coming through this little this lav, and I'm just going to put the transmitter away for a second now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is literally touching the LCD screen of my camcorder. On the fly, I'm going to go between automatic and manual levels. So we're on automatic now, and 3, 2, 1. So I've just dropped down to manual gain control, and I'm using gain at 7. I'm now using gain at 11. I'm now using gain at 17, and I can see it's clipping a lot, so I'm going to just pop down to 9. So you can just ideally monitor your audio with a headset so you can find the right levels instead of guesswork. You can see on the level meter if it's clipping, you're probably too high, and it's always easier in post-production to normalize a quiet microphone than if you've got way too much gain in the microphone and you're just trying to get rid of all that distortion. So as I did before, I'm going to also stop speaking for 5 seconds so you can hear what the noise floor sounds sounds like now that I'm using manual levels on the wireless 3.5mm system on the Canon XA40. Looks a little bit better to me. Maybe I still haven't got it dialed in perfectly. The final thing I'm going to say just regarding 3.5mm audio on the XA40 and probably also on the rest of the XA series, you turn off, if you are using, assuming you're using the Pro Audio top handle, you want to turn that off at the main switch. So firstly, you turn off the XLR, that on-off toggle on the switch, turn that to off, and then it's either going to be, the camera's either going to go for the internal microphone, which is kind of the scratch audio, very low quality microphone, or if there's a 3.5mm source connected, it will prefer that over the internal audio. So just before, if you're using something like a Rode Wireless Go, or a cheapy system like this with your XA40 for the first time, firstly make sure that your XLR audio is turned off, so you're not getting a pickup from your XLR microphones if you have them connected. And that also means you can leave them connected and use 3.5, turn them off, and then just connect your 3.5 source, and the camcorder should automatically prefer that as an audio source over the built-in microphones, which also exist. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say on the topic. I'm going to leave it off here, using 9 on the manual levels, no post-processing. If you're looking at using a 3.5mm microphone with your XA40, hope this was helpful.